The spiritual laws of life are real, and the spiritual laws of life are so important for us to know so that we can have an easier, sojourn here in these physical bodies whilst we live and breathe on planet Earth. So, I am starting another series with the second edition of Harold Klemp's book, The Spiritual Laws of Life. And today we will hear about the laws of wisdom. The first one being the law of change. And who doesn't have change in their life? We all do. So, first, let's hear what the laws of wisdom actually are. It's really interesting. It says the laws that speak of divine power and how it manifests in the universe. Wisdom. Okay, this is the definition of wisdom. Are we ready? That which is revealed when the mind is stilled and soul makes contact with the light and sound. Knowledge gained directly from looking and knowing in the spiritual world. That's wisdom. But it doesn't happen from what he's writing here when we have a busy, chattery mind, or we're filling it with so many different things and distractions. I'm guilty of that with my audiobooks. I have to stop and hit pause and go, wait a second, get quiet, get some more wisdom from yourself in the inner. Okay. It also did say from looking and knowing in the spiritual worlds. And what are the spiritual worlds? But within us, okay, they are within us. Everyone has their own spiritual worlds to traverse. Now, the law of change, this can be really helpful. We are changing and we are changeless. Okay, does that even make sense? Yes, it does, because we are changeless as soul. Soul exists because God loves it, and it is love, really. So we're changeless as soul. However, in human or whatever race, alien race, not alien to the aliens, right? Whatever race you are changing because you have these experiences in the lower worlds. I just made a video about the six planes of existence. It's a daily uplifting quote. You could check it out. So, the outer part of us, the physical body, as well as the astral, causal, and mental bodies, is always undergoing change. But the true self, soul, is changeless. Conditions in the worlds of time and space will always change at some point. Don't we all know about that? Your life is never going to stay static. I mean, even if you were like a hermit on a mountain, which somehow sounds appealing to me, at least, I don't know, growing your own vegetables and just being with animals and stuff. Yeah, it's still going to change. The weather conditions change, maybe there's more, fruit or food in the summer than the winter. Like everything changes, you guys. We cannot escape it. Okay. There is no stability here in the lower worlds, that being the physical, astral, causal, mental, and etheric, as the positive and negative streams are in a constant interplay. So we have the positive and negative in this lower world experience. Why? So that we can grow. Things ebb and flow in the universe all the time. Things are always ebbing and flowing, just like the water on the beach. It comes in, it goes back out. Change is therefore not to be feared, but it is to be accepted as an integral part of life. Change strengthens soul. Whoa, change strengthens your soul. You just have to learn how to float with it more easily. Whoever is under the hand of moha, also known as attachment, is unconscious of the law of change, which permeates all things in the lower worlds. There is no stability here, as the positive and negative streams are in a constant interplay that can feature the good things in life for a while, but then inevitably, right, can take a discouraging turn toward the unhappy lessons. This dynamic tension between the positive and negative forces is needed to stretch the individual beyond his present capacity. So when we go through things, it does strengthen those muscles of change. Like it's easier the next time we have a situation we encounter, we're wiser, we have more ability to handle it. So we have grown. This is a world of change. In fact, even this universe plus so many heavens that lie above this physical one are in a constant swirl of change. Yes, change is the unchanging law for the worlds of change. Oh, that's a trippy word sentence. Okay, so it's like when you visit the other dimensions, also known as heavens, also known as planes of existence, it's not like people are there sitting on clouds with harps. Okay, you could create that, I guess, but and I actually have sat on a cloud, actually. It's but no one wants to stay there. Everything goes on. The planes of existence evolve as well. So when you visit a different plane, you're consciously, lucidly awake in that plane of existence, you'll see that it's not like it was 2000 years ago. The planes change just like we change. It doesn't just stay static. Like, oh, people are going to this heaven with pearly gates. Okay, if that's what they need to see, I'm sure that the masters and angels will arrange that for you. But it does evolve. In the Chila, also known as students, rendezvous with destiny, the Mahanta, the current living Act there's always been one. We're on the 974th. The current living Act is named Sri Doug Kunin. His spiritual name is Razash. And we all have a spiritual name. I have a spiritual name. You have a spiritual name. Everyone has a spiritual name. You might know it, you might not. You can find it in the inner planes. The Mahanta wants to show him the meaning of a single fact. All change is a measure of spiritual growth, and without change, there is no growth at all. When people don't understand that a change is for their own good, they usually shut the door to the blessings of God just because it is change. So if you're, fighting against the currents of change, you might actually be fighting against the blessings that are trying to be poured in upon you. And seriously, change does not happen necessarily easily. It could be a really hard change, but then it's for your own good because something better is around the corner. To be able to accept the changes as you move from the present to the future or from one plane to another in the present requires a very nimble state of consciousness. Okay. So when you're having your sojourns in the inner worlds, in the different dimensions, nimble is a great word. It means you have to be like easy with change, okay with it, like to go with it. Don't to not be attached. Attachment is a problem. If you're attached, you might have one place you constantly visit in the inner worlds. When you go to sleep, you might wake up in the same dream, quote, dream reality, and you might be really attached. It might be a beautiful place. Okay, you might have like I have one place in there with like fountains and free flying birds and waterfalls and stuff. It's like, but if I stay attached to that, I'm not going to explore the rest of the universe. And there is so much more to explore. Lightly place your attention upon a situation in your life, then put your viewpoint as soul above the situation. Okay, so you're going to see from the bird's eye view, look down on everything going on below as if it were a chess game, even though it might be in your imagination. So everything starts in the imagination. If you want to do any creative visualizations or contemplations, okay, until it becomes really a real experience, it still is real, even though it's your imagination. You can start with imagination. As you are gazing upon it, the circumstance below, change the situation by simply rearranging your place on the chessboard. It's a successful device, and those who use it often make great changes around themselves. So if you have a situation, you can do this exercise. Rearrange your place on the chessboard in your bird's eye, mind's eye view and see what transpires. So when we use our imagination, we actually create our future. So how do you want yours to look? Are you on the timeline that you wish to be on? Change is the law of truth here. It sweeps cobwebs from the eye of soul, showing the right way to a more happy and fruitful life. And yet, despite all the spiritual riches of Ek or Eckankar, Chilas or students forget about them. Odd, isn't it, how human nature selects a small handful of events from the past and makes of them our memories, though it often leaves out the blessings of Ek. Human nature is a fickle child. So are you focusing too much on any traumas, dramas, and pains that you've been through instead of the massive amount of blessings around you? It's easy to do, but if you are, then consider changing that and start focusing on all the good around you and what you wish to create in your future. Everything in life is about change. It just is. Yet it is mostly your ability to change your consciousness to the needs of the moment that counts above all. Change your consciousness. Raise it with the word Hu. Chant the word Hu. It means love, God, source, Sugmad, all that is. And you will raise your conscious awareness to a higher state, a higher dimensional plane of existence, fifth and above. And then your circumstances will change because it will reflect the inner shift that you have in your consciousness. Everything in life is about change. Yet again, it is mostly your ability to change your consciousness to the needs of the moment that counts above all. Graceful change of that sort will keep you spiritually young for all time. As harsh as change may often appear to us, it is for the purification of immature and mature souls alike. All right, so immature, mature, either way, change is going to happen. Might as well go with it and be grateful for what's going on. Take the bird's eye view, chant the word Hu, raise your vibration, and know that change is for your good. It's for you, not happening to you. And you guys, thank you for being here. Like, subscribe if you do, and check out my playlists. I will attach here right now. You'll probably see them as I'm speaking all over the place. Lots of love, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me at Hu Loving Life. I'm Michelle. Lots of love. Mwah.